first time to our channel and you're wondering what is it like to work, live, sleep, and play in the Fredericksburg area, then stay tuned, because in this video we're going to let you guys know what it's like up in Northern Virginia area, Washington D.C, and coming down south to Fredericksburg Virginia, which is the nucleus that I'll be talking about today, and then Richmond. So stay tuned to the very end, because I'm going to work my way around the map, and we're starting up north and we're going to finish in Richmond. So make sure that you stay tuned. Also, if you like this video, make sure that you hit the like button, that you tap the subscribe button, and you click the bell so you get notified every time that we're putting new videos out. You know, we're working days, nights, weekends, helping people relocate and move to the Fredericksburg, Virginia area. We're getting phone calls and we're getting text messages from people, and we absolutely love it. And we're getting right after it right now and letting you guys know all about Fredericksburg, Virginia, from Washington, D.C. all the way down to Richmond. So you're thinking about moving and relocating to the Fredericksburg area, and you want to know what it's all about and what's around. You know, I too, way back when, was wondering, hey, what is Fredericksburg all about? Because what Fredericksburg was all about. And since I was living in Northern Virginia area, I had no idea what Fredericksburg was all about, or what counties or what communities were around the area, you know, because I was living up there in Northern Virginia, over there by George Mason University, and, you know, had a little one, and the traffic was kind of getting a little crazy and wanted a bigger place. And as I go through this video and stuff, you're going to see, like, Northern Virginia, the closer you get to Washington, D.C, because of all of the jobs, opportunities and stuff, there's a lot of government, a lot of DEA, a lot of FBI, hospital, nurses, I mean, just a slew of different jobs and companies out that way. So the housing up that way was really just way out of my budget. So getting and looking on paper and what was important to me and the family for growing a family, because we're looking for something bigger. So ended up going down just south of Washington, D.C, to a place called Prince William County, and that had a lot of different things. They had shopping there, they had great hospitals, they had schools, they had restaurants, they just had entertainment, just all kinds of different things like movie theaters. So it was great. I was able to get a bigger home there, and, you know, then I said, gosh, you know, maybe I want a little bit of land. And, you know, going around, you know, Washington, D.C. is all the way up here in Northern Virginia. And, you know, over the years, as I go through this video and tell you about all the different areas that the Fredericksburg area has to offer, you're going to find some sneaky little areas that you might not have heard of when you're thinking of moving to the Fredericksburg, Virginia area. You know, so like I said earlier, you know, Washington, D.C. is way up there, up north, Fairfax, Arlington, Alexandria, Reston, Great Falls, McLean, all those areas, they have lots of different things to offer depending upon, you know, your work style, your lifestyle. You know, do you like to golf? Do you like to be by the water? Do you want to be close to work? Do you want to be close to the VRE, a train station, a commuter rail, whatever the case may be, you know. But for me and my family, we were just looking for something bigger. So over time, I started thinking, hey, what's it like to live in Fredericksburg, Virginia? So, you know, you get in the car after looking on paper, because way back then, we didn't have the internet to rely on. So we honestly was looking in the newspaper and stuff. And for some of you guys that are wondering, hey, what the heck is newspaper? It's kind of like the telephone booth. Like, not very many people really look at the paper anymore, especially for homes and stuff. So nowadays, you're watching a YouTube video with me telling you all about the sneaky little areas, and so you can investigate and find out what's the perfect place for you and your family. And you know, you're working and you're living and you're playing and you want to just have a great lifestyle, a great work style, and finding the perfect place for you and the family or whomever's coming with you. You know, Washington, D.C., like I said, is north of Fredericksburg, and Fredericksburg, Virginia, that's like the nucleus. So if you think about a big circle, Washington, D.C. On the top of the circle up north, and at the bottom is Richmond, and right dab in the middle is a place called Fredericksburg, Virginia. Downtown Fredericksburg, Virginia is located, you have the Rappahannock River that goes from east to west, because as you guys know, though, if you want to head to the water, you have to go east. And that's where the Potomac River is. The Rappahannock River actually separates downtown Fredericksburg and Stafford. So I'm gonna at one point put a little clip up there so you guys can see what we're talking about and really get a visual for where the water is, because you may be one of those people that want to be by the water. Maybe you're a boat enthusiast or you're just wanting to be by the water. You know, each county in the Fredericksburg area offers different things, and I'm going to start with the city of Fredericksburg because it's downtown Fredericksburg. It's zip code 22401, and you know, it's really small in the demographics in the scheme of things compared to some of the surrounding counties, but it offers so much. You know, we've got the commuter rail, which is the Virginia Rail Express, which a lot of people love to live downtown because they work in DC and they want to be able to get there quickly and not have to drive and not have to worry about it. So it's pretty walkable depending upon where you choose to live in downtown Fredericksburg. You know, besides the Virginia Rail Express that everybody loves, we also have lots of boutique style shopping. We have restaurants. We've got rooftop bars where people just love to go hang out. We have shopping, coffee shops, restaurants, high-end restaurants. We've got some local restaurants here as well, and people just gather all over the place from these surrounding counties and come downtown on the weekend because there's just so much energy and people just love being around that. You know, downtown Fredericksburg also has a access to the boat ramp. They call it the city dock, and people love going down there on the weekends. In season, you can rent a kayak and what do you call those boards? The the paddle boards. People love those. And then they can also, it's in the process of being built right now. So maybe by the time you guys decide that you want to move here to the Fredericksburg area, they've got a park right there on the river. Lots of different cool artsy things going on down there for the kids to play on. Very walkable. And also downtown Fredericksburg, there is a trail that is a biking trail, a walking trail, and it goes along the river and throughout the Fredericksburg area, and people just flock from all over. They come down here and they park downtown Fredericksburg, and you know, they're either getting their rafts or they're picnicking down by the river or they're taking a walk with their kids. They just absolutely love it. You know, so if you're thinking about moving to the Fredericksburg, Virginia area, remember to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, however you want to get in touch with us. You know, we're working with people day, nights, weekends, helping them relocate and move to the Fredericksburg, Virginia area. And there's just so many different things that you can do downtown Fredericksburg. We also have housing, if you're wondering, like, hey, what's the housing like? We've got condos, we've got townhomes, we've got old historic homes that actually have the plates on their front porch, you know, on their house that basically says that they're in the historic district. Their house, is just old. And, it's just really neat to drive down through some of these streets because it just has that historic charm. And so any kind of living. We also have some new luxury townhomes and new luxury condos that are coming in. Some of them have elevators. Price points are just all over the place depending upon what street you want to live on and what type of housing if you're looking for a condo or you're looking for a townhouse or whatever the case may be. Fredericksburg has a variety of all kinds of different things. And also in Fredericksburg, not actually downtown Fredericksburg, but still within that 22401 zip code, we've got the Spotsylvania Mall, and it also has the town center. So we've got, the Macy's and the Dick's, the Starbucks, and some high-end restaurants. And then on the town center side, there's more restaurants and boutique shopping, and there's events that go on in the little center there. There's a grass area. They'll have music and different events throughout the year. So as you can see, there's lots to do in downtown Fredericksburg. So if you're not really looking to be a little bit closer together, because the majority of the homes there are closer together, you're not really going to find acreage in downtown Fredericksburg. But if you are looking for, a little bit more room in between, you don't want to be shoulder to shoulder to your neighbor. We've got different counties, and Spotsylvania is just west of Fredericksburg. Is right next door. It's kind of an odd shape county, and it's very long. It's got many zip codes in it, and whatever you're looking for, you're going to find it. There's shopping. There's actually a road. It's called Route 3, and it pretty much goes from 95 all the way down through Spotsylvania, going towards Orange County and then towards Culpeper. So as you can see, get off 95, and then you just travel down Spotsylvania, Route 3, and you're in Spotsylvania, right past the Spotsylvania Mall, and you'll see that there's shopping, and it's mainly outdoor shopping, but there's, like the Bed Bath & Beyonds, the Targets, the Walmarts, the Costco's, the BJ's, so you do have access to some of those big box, the Best Buys and stuff right there around town. And as you expand out from Route 3 and you get into some of these subdivisions, we've got homes and houses that, let's say, has acreage or has water access. There is a community in Spotsylvania if you're looking for a gated community. They've got a gated lake community in Spotsylvania. It's down further going towards Orange County, probably about 15 minutes. That's one of those sneaky little neighborhoods that a lot of people may not know about. And you go in it and it's just beautiful. You drive through the gated community, and it is filled with landscaping and beautiful homes on larger lots. And you've got the lake access. So if you like to boat, you can go boating and jet skiing and all that good stuff. And they've got a clubhouse and tennis courts and walking trails. And it's just absolutely beautiful down in that community. And so if that's your jive and you want to know more about that community, we can show you around there. And if you're just looking for some lands, going out in Spotsylvania in different areas, 1 acre, 10 acres, 5 acres, or you're looking for 20 acres, it's available depending upon when you're looking at this video. Land, because this area has just grown so much over the years that people are really just gravitating to some of these areas because, as you know, it's 2021 and we can work anywhere we want. So it's all about the lifestyle. You want to be near a golf course, or you want to be near the water or a river, a lake. Spotsylvania has a variety of different things, places to go. And then we travel up north. So Washington, D.C., city of Fredericksburg, Spotsylvania, and then we've got Stafford County is like snugged right in between there, and they've got water access. There's another gated community that has water access, not lake access, but it actually has water access where you can get out to the river, the Potomac River. And it's got the gated security, 24 hours. You got tennis courts. You got little beaches. Now these homes, a little bit different than the Spotsylvania homes. These homes have been built in like the 60s and the 70s, more like a split foyer, Rambler style homes. They're older. A lot of them actually have been upgraded and updated over the years. So you can really find a gem. It's one of those little sneaky areas that you might not have heard about. And then there's new construction in Stafford, whether it's in South Stafford or North Stafford, there is just new construction all over the place. So if that's something, you know, that piques your interest, you want to be on a golf course with some lands, you can find that in the Stafford County area. There are no malls in Stafford County. You would have to go back down, you know, about 15-20 minutes to Spotsylvania Mall. It pretty much services Stafford, Spotsylvania, Culpeper, King George, all the Caroline County, all these different counties. There's about 5 or 6. They pretty much flock to the 22401 zip code. And then we have King George County, which is to the east. You can find some homes that are on the Potomac River, some quaint little places that about 25 minutes from downtown Fredericksburg, very rural. You know, again, you're going to get off 95 and go down Route 3, going down, and there's a couple communities, lake communities out there in King George. You also have some water access communities there, some new homes communities that are also out in King George that are popping up. So as you can see, from Stafford County to Spotsylvania to the city of Fredericksburg to King George. And then if you're wanting to go out a little bit further, there's another gated lake community out in Orange County, and it's about 30 minutes once you get off 95 and you go down that Route 3 that I was talking about earlier. And you know, I've lived in a lot of these different counties, believe it or not, and each one has a different vibe to it, depending upon your lifestyle. And you've got kiddos and you're looking to put them in certain schools. There's private schools here, there's public schools here. A lot of people now are just homeschooling because they're working from home, they're homeschooling. Just so many different options and availabilities here. So if you're looking to relocate and move to the Fredericksburg area, remember, give us a call, shoot us that text, send us an email, however you want to get in touch with us. You know, we're working with folks days, nights, weekends, just taking care of everybody. And at the end of the day, it's what makes you happy and what you're looking for. But what I have found, just coming from Northern Virginia in the Fairfax area, moving to Prince William County, living in Orange County, living in Spotsylvania County. My husband has lived in Stafford County, in King George County. So we've just been all over the place here, and each little area has its own little pockets. You know, we've been going around and we've been vlogging different communities. So one of these videos, after you've been watching this one, you know, click below, find the link, all kinds of different communities. We've been going around vlogging them, letting you know, getting deep and showing you what the streets, you know, there's some streets, some communities that have streets and street lights, and some communities that are gated communities, and some have HOAs and some don't have HOAs. Some are close to commuter lots or the VRE. So as you can see, is just a plethora of different things that this area has to offer. And if you're looking to move here and you want to find out a little bit more about some of these videos, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified every single time that we're putting out new videos. You know, living in the Fredericksburg area or anywhere in the nucleus as I called it earlier. You know, you got the downtown Fredericksburg, and up here north is Washington D.C, Fredericksburg. I'm sorry, up here you got Washington D.C, and then you've got Alexandria, Arlington, Reston, McLean, just all kinds of different areas, depending upon what your lifestyle is. And then coming down here to the Fredericksburg area, and you know, I forgot to mention, Richmond is only 50 miles, you know, because we're in the nucleus. Washington D.C. is 50 miles north, and Richmond's 50 miles south. So down in Richmond, I haven't even told you guys yet about Richmond. Richmond is 50 miles, and they've got an awesome outdoor mall there called Short Pump. There's restaurants and shopping and high-end shopping and everything. Condos nearby and townhomes nearby and single-family homes and hospitals and all kinds of different golf courses. So if you're looking to be down in the Richmond area or Washington, D.C. or Fredericksburg, Virginia, we know about all the little sneaky areas in and out of these places, and we're going through and we're vlogging and letting you guys know what it's really like. You know, just not on paper, but we're letting you really inside these neighborhoods, telling you about the community amenities, about what the houses look like, what's around it, if it's walkable, or if there's a VRE, the transportation, just everything. You're just getting the whole package here. And, you know, I'm Barbara Jennings, and my husband's Doug, and we've lived in and out of all these different communities, and we've moved around to different communities because probably much like yourself, you know, at one point you were single and maybe you got married, and then later on you had some kiddos, and then the kiddos grew up and they moved out, and then you decided to be somewhere else. So that's us. That's our story, that we've just been all over the place, and we absolutely love working and finding the perfect place.